So if you already made a necklace crocheted around the choker, your 3D Romanian cord, let's continue and I will show you how to finish this project. So the first steps you have to take, first of all you have to have choker, metallic choker. You can get it at Joann or Hobby Lobby or other craft stores or probably online. And the first thing you will have to do is crochet 3D Romanian cord around the choker. Then the next step, I decorated the choker, the 3D crocheted cord with beads. And I will show you in this video how to do this. After that, you will have to crochet 2 bubbles with beads or without, whatever you want to do. And I chose bubbles with beads and attach them on the clasp right here. And sew those bubbles to the body of the Romanian cord. And that's it. Then you can also decorate this choker with other bubbles or whatever you decide to do. I have all kinds of them, and you can attach them, sew them to the necklace like this, or every other time, something like that. Just decorate it the way you want. Hang on a necklace different charms or crochet flowers. Just use your imagination and create your own choker. My video is only to show you how to do this part. So right now I will show you how to attach those beads. You can crochet 3D Romanian cord already with beads as you crochet around a choker, but it's not very easy. It's already difficult enough to crochet around the wire. So I chose to add my beads after. And the way I do that, I use surface stitch. It's also slip stitch basically, because you crochet on the very edges. And you're looking for the ribs of your Romanian cord. You will see those stitches right here. I'm trying to see if you see them very well. Here they are. You could see those stitches, those ribs. You'll have 3 of them. And to those stitches you will attach your beads. So let me show you how I do this. So of course you will have to have again thread beads on the thread you will use, and make sure to use the same exactly thread, the same color as beads. And then we will crochet. The way I crochet, I hold my thread and hand through the choker. It's easier to hold for me. So let's see. We'll go to the very beginning, and you find the ribs, one of the rib of the Romanian cord, those bumpy stitches. They're very easy to identify them. And at first you make 2 stitches without the beads, just to attach your thread. So 1, 2, 1, 2 or 3 slip stitches. You secure this thread and then you crochet with beads, adding beads. You can add beads to each bump every time you make a stitch. I chose to crochet and add bead every other time. So right now I will add the bead. So again I will go into the bump, move my bead close to the hook, to the surface of the cord, and pull threads through and through the stitch on a hook. And I attached my bead. when you will when you crochet with beads, you always know that you'll crochet and your beads will be on the back. And again, next stitch, just stitch, slip stitch, like that. And the next time, again, I add the bead, like this. And so on. So slip stitch without the bead, next stitch, first hook into the stitch, move the bead close to the hook on the back, and slip stitch. Again, slip stitch, next stitch, add the bead. Again, slip stitch into the bump, add the bead, and make a slip stitch. And continue this way to the very end. I will stop here. So you will have all these 3 ribs with beads. You will have this thread at the beginning of your work, and when you will finish crocheting the last row of beads, you will cut long enough thread and weave in inside the body of the Romanian cord. Always cut long enough piece to do that. So this is how you attach those beads. And when you will finish, what you will have to do, you see my cord is twisted. Naturally, 3D Romanian cord is twisting on its own, and it's really fun, has a really nice look, interesting this way. So when you will finish, all you have to do just twist like that to make it more interesting. And you choose, you decide how much you want to twist and which way you want to twist it. So play with that. And now I'll show you how I attach bubbles. So when you will finish adding your beads on the ribs of the choker, of that 3D Romanian cord, first take care of those ends, thread, weave it in. And then on those 2 parts, on both ends, I attach bubbles. So you will have to crochet bubble first. And when you will make your last round of single crochet decreases, cut thread, long enough thread, and as we fill our bubble with polyester fill or thread. This time we don't have to do that, because we will put the bubble on the, here we have a bubble, here we have a clasp, little hook, and so we will place this bubble on the end of this choker right here. But this is not enough. You will have to tie this end, the round. It's going to be easy if you will take a needle and take this thread through all stitches that left in the last row, but do not tie yet. It's easier probably to go through this way. Go through each stitch as you will sew. I think I have last stitch. And bubble is already, the opening is here very small, so I use my scissors to open it a little bit more. Then put the bubble on the necklace. Like this. And after that, pull on a thread to tie the last round to secure this bubble. After you will do that, just holding the bubble, you will feel the thread going through and getting tight. After that, sew this bubble to the end of the cord. Just sew it and then weave in the end into the body. Into the body of the 3D cord. So one time you go into the bubble and the other time you go into the body of the cord. Again, into the cord, into the bubble, and just sew this way. That way you will secure your bubble. It will not go anywhere. Sometimes if you feel that it's not big enough, the bubble, you can add beads later on the bubble. Or make bigger bubble. Again. So secure this way your bubbles. The same on that side. And don't mind that this hook is here like sticking out. Your bubble can, if you make bigger bubble, big enough, it will look very good, no matter how the end of the clasp look like here. So as soon as you see that your bubble is attached very well and you don't see metal part of your choker, then just take a needle and weave in the thread inside the 3D cord. Since I use cotton, I don't have to weave it too much. And I weave it in one direction one time, and then I go into the other side, the opposite direction, to secure my thread, and thread will just stay there. Sometimes you can go all the way to another direction one more time, this way. And it's good to, very easy to weave in thread into this 3D cord because it's there's emptiness inside. You probably will need a small pliers to move your needle. My needle is stuck already there, so I guess I will have to cut my thread. It's enough right here. Actually, I prefer to use, I'm losing my voice. Sorry. It's nice to use longer needles. I just chose the wrong needle. This is too short. If you have long needles, like for beading, they are the best, easier to weave in thread. So here it is. This is how you attach your bubbles to the ends of the necklace. And then decorate the necklace with different beads, different embellishments, crochet flowers, or little hearts, or bubbles, and enjoy your project. This is how it works. If you have questions, you can always send them to me at irishcrochetlab@gmail.com or just ask questions under this video.